Mount Tuk. It's a little bit shorter. It's the second, I think it's the second highest. From town it looks like the highest just because of the perspective, but it's actually a little bit shorter. So we've got Mount Peel. The old way up was actually to go up that drainage right there and then just kind of make your way up the ridge. And I think a lot of people still go that way even though we have this nice trail here. Because this trail will take you up onto this knob. And then from there you can go to Tuk or along here along this, I think they call it the Razor Fang. Then up to Peel. So you can pick your poison. Being up here reminds me of when we were working up here. The first crew we had up here, I mentioned CCYC earlier. We had one of the high school crews, so these kids are like 15 up to 18 years old. And for a lot of them it was their first job of any kind ever. And so their experience was to drive up to La Salle Pass, which is probably 10,000 feet, and then start hiking there up to this point, which, I don't know, what's Tuk? So we're probably at 11,500 right here probably. And actually working right here where we started. And I think one kid threw up the first day from the strenuous hike. And then I think it was that first day, it hailed, because it was, of course, monsoon season. And it hailed about as hard as it hailed. And so that was their first day of work. And I'm sure they were thinking, what did I sign up for? Well, we're getting close, or closer anyhow. We're almost to the end of the constructed trail. Once it gets up to this, onto this knob here, the constructed trail ends, and then you're on your own. And you can go over to the east to Peel, or west and go up Tuk here. If we would have started earlier, I might have tried to do both, and particularly to see the goats that we have up here that the state introduced. And now our living up here, living the dream in high alpine, eating everything and getting quite comfortable up here. Well, here we are up on top of Mount Tuk. Pretty steep, that last bit. And as you will probably know, that was the easier part. Going down is not going to be, or it'll be even harder and more dangerous, but not to overstate it. Yeah, so here we are, folks. This is a good hike. According to my Avenza, it's about 2.5 miles up here. So 5 miles round trip. And probably took me hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes, and that was with stopping and filming and running back and forth, getting my steps in. Part of this trip was really just to break in my new action camera that I just got, and some of the fittings that came with it. It's an investment I wish I would have made a long time ago, because a lot of my videos are just really atrocious quality, and it's really wasn't that much to get a decent camera and a tripod, a cheap tripod, and I think that will really improve my video making. Yeah, I think that's Melanthon there. And then there's Peel. That's, oh, you can see Paradox. I don't know how good you can see it on here, but you might be able to see the Paradox Valley way out there. There's South Mountain. It's got a 12-mile trail going around the backside of it. It's a nice trail if you're not carrying a chainsaw. And then it really sucks. Let's see. Right below here, that's an area called Bear Park. There just happens to be a bajillion bears in there. One time I saw 2 bears within like two different bears within 5 minutes on that, driving down the road, which is the Sal Pass Road. And going down the front there, the front side of it, that's actually a Jeep trail. But coming up this way, as you saw, it's just a washboardy gravel road, a Subaru road. Depending on how brave you are with your Subaru. And there we have Little Tuk. That's the Gold Basin right there. We also built a trail up into there. Yeah. I'm not going to film on the way down, so thanks for joining me up here, and we'll catch you later. You can look forward to, I just picked up a pack raft. You can look forward to some pack rafting videos, mountain biking, etc., and so forth. Maybe some gear reviews, some nice talk. Yeah. So au revoir. Au revoir.